jamming. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going from I was gonna say Exodus, but Numbers 21 to 26 chapters today. God willing, anyway. So I'm gonna get started. This is the NRSV version of the Bible, and you can read from whatever translation or version you like. I'm using the Logos app. Let me get off Facebook. I was going to share this on Facebook in this group, but I'm not going to even do it. I'm going to just read. The bronze serpent. Okay, so it says, when the Canaanite, the king of Arad, okay, who lived in the Negev, heard that Israel was coming by the way of Atharim, he fought against Israel. So that's the second nation that fought against Israel. Maybe three. I guess it would have to be three. Fought against Israel and took some of them Ooh. Okay. Then Israel made a vow to the Lord and said, okay, I'm thinking about something. And said, if you will indeed give this people into our hands, then we will utterly destroy their towns. The Lord listened to the voice of Israel and handed over the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their towns. So the place was called Homar. I was going to say Homar. My bad. So what does this mean? Where's my mouse at? Way up there. Destruction. It's perfect. All right. Interesting. The wars are coming. Okay. From Mount Hor, they set out by the way to the Red Sea to go around the land of Edom, but the people became impatient. Let me focus on what I'm reading here, because that part made me miss what just happened. From Mount Hor, they set out by the Red Sea to go around the land of Edom. Edom wouldn't let them pass. They was trying to fight against them. But the people became impatient on the way. The people spoke against God. Oh boy, here we go. They ain't learned that lesson yet. And against Moses. Why have you brought us? I'm tired of even hearing about this. Like, if you read it from Genesis to, if you do it in order like that, all the way here, like from Exodus to here, at this point, I'm tired of hearing this. But it says, why have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? And I wonder if these same people who they was just told they was going to die in the wilderness 40 years for their faithlessness and stuff like that. For there is no food and no water, and we detest this miserable food. So it was food, they just didn't want to eat it anymore. I suppose the manna. I mean, yeah, you will get tired of the same thing, but at least it's something. Then the Lord sent poisonous serpents among the people. Wow. God was tired of them too. Oh man, and it shows in the previous chapters. Hebrew, seraphim, or fiery. Interesting. Okay. So the Lord sent poisonous serpents among the people, and they bit the people, so that many Israelites died. Wow. That reminds me of that scripture in the New Testament where it talks about how did it go? Paul basically said, not that I speak in respect of one, for I have learned that no matter what circumstance I'm in, therewith to be content, something like that. Not that I speak in respect of one. There you go. What is it? Here we go. Philippians 11 through 13. Not that I speak in respect of one, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am in. I messed up that part. Therewith to be content. Good idea, Paul. Good idea. All right. So let me go back to so 5 through 6. Wait, the people who spoke against God, why we brought us? Okay, so 5. Then the Lord gets some. What did Moses say? The people came and the people came to Moses and said, "We have sinned by speaking against the Lord and against you. Pray to the Lord to take away the serpents from us." So Moses prayed for the people. Okay, before I get that, 5 and 6. Numbers 21, 5 and 6. Got it. I gotta switch my pen. What I want to use? Ooh, pink. I ain't used that yet. That's purple. Wait, that's kind of dark pink. I'm gonna use that one. Ha. Or so I'm 7 now. No, 8. Basically, right before 8, so Moses prayed for the people. Then 8, and the Lord. Okay, now God is gonna talk. So, and the Lord said to Moses, "Make a poisonous." I wonder if that's the same Hebrew word, fiery or sarah. Hebrew sarah. Okay. I want to see that. Let me see. Sarah. Okay. Fiery serpent, usually venomous. From well, I don't need to see no more. Serpent or dragon. Okay. Make a poisonous serpent and set it on a pole, and everyone who is bitten shall look at it and live. Wow, that's deep. Requires them to have faith. Sounds like. I could be wrong, but that's what I thought about at first. So Moses, so that's all God said. Okay. So let me highlight that. A little quick message. I've been hearing about this snake too, but I haven't read about this in a long time. You don't want to blow. You don't want to put Exodus 21, 8, 9, 9 is it? What is it? 8, 8 mile quarter pipe. Man, I be tripping. Okay, it says, and the Lord said to Moses, make a poisonous serpent and set it on the pole, and everyone who is bitten shall look at it, and everyone who is bitten shall look at it and live. So if you're bitten and you don't look at it, you die, I guess. So I guess you're not supposed to focus on it. You're supposed to just take the bite and then look at it and you'll be all right. Yeah, I want to see what happens. Okay, got that. So after that, it says, so Moses made a serpent of bronze. I do want to note that. But however, I'm going to keep reading. So Moses made a serpent of bronze and put it on a pole. And whenever a serpent bit someone, that person. So wait a minute. Interesting. I just realized what just happened from within the whole context. Go up. 7. The people came to Moses and said, we have sinned by speaking against the Lord and against you. Pray to the Lord to take away the serpents from us. So Moses prayed for the people, and the Lord said to Moses, make a poisonous serpent and set it on a pole, and everyone who is bitten shall look at it and live. Interestingly, God didn't take away those serpents that they asked for to be removed. He instead said that and left the serpents, and whoever from that point on got bitten was to go look at this serpent on his pole and they will live. Interesting. I didn't put all that together until a bit ago. 9 says, so Moses made a serpent of bronze and put it on a pole, and whenever a serpent bit someone, that person will look at the serpent of bronze and live. Wow, all they had to do was look at it. It don't say they had to have faith that they was going to live. But I guess that is the act of faith, though. Because if you get bitten by a poisonous serpent, yeah, it requires faith. Because otherwise, if you didn't think you were going to live, why even go over to this serpent on the pole and look at it? If you just thought you was going to die, or if you thought there was no hope. So that's verses, where does that start? 5 through 10, something like. No, not even 10. 9. 5 to 9. Well, that's a cool little story. Never understood that in depth. You know what I mean? Trying to turn the page of my little book here. And my little book her. And my little book her. I'll be tripping. Yeah. You know, like, what's the date? The 11th. Tripping in the building. Today is what? I don't even know what the day is. That's what I thought. 8:49. What did God say? In number. Yeah, bye. So that was Numbers. That was deep right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me go up real quick. I actually spelled poisonous right. Thought I had it wrong. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm making my little note. I wonder how tall was that pole too. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay, I'm ready. Where we at now? Number 10 in the building. Moab. The Israelites set out and camped in Oboth. They set out from Oboth and camped at Ayi Abarim in the wilderness bordering Moab toward the sunset. They were going east. You know what I mean? Toward the sunset, I suppose. I know the sunset is in the east, so I just say east, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, from there, they set out and camped in Wadi Ziri. Not Ziri, Zired. Yeah, there it is. Zired, bam. Wadi Zired. From there, they set out and camped on the other side of the Arnon, in the wilderness that extends from the boundary of the Amorites. For the Arnon is the boundary of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. Wherefore it is said, the book of the wars of the Lord. Mm-hmm. Haven't heard that in a while. Wahid and Sufa and Wadis, the Arnon and the slopes of the Wadis, or the Wadis, whatever. That extend to the sea of R, and lie along the border of Moab. From there, they continue to. I was going to pronounce that beer too, but I can, so. Or I can say beer, still beer. Beer is just simplifying it. That is the well of which the Lord said to Moses, gather the people together and I will give them water. Then Israel sang this song. Okay. So that's verse 16. Okay. Spring up, O well, sing to it. The well that the leaders sank, that the nobles of the people dug, with the scepter, with the staff, from the wilderness to Matana, from Matana to Nahalael, Nahalael. Did I say that right? Yeah, Nahalael. From Nahalael to Bamath, and from Bamath to the valley lying in the region of Moab by the top of Pisgah that overlooks the wasteland. Then Israel sent messengers to King Shihon of the Amorites, saying, let me pass through your land. We will not turn aside into the field or vineyard. We will not drink the water of any well. We will go by the king's highway until we have passed through your territory. But Shihon will not allow Israel to pass through his territory. Shihon gathered all his people together and went out against Israel to the wilderness. He came to Jahaz and fought against Israel. Israel put him to the sword and took possession of his land from the Arnon to the Jabbok as far as the Ammonites. For the boundary of the Ammonites was strong. Israel took all these towns, and Israel settled in all the towns of the Amorites, in Heshbon, and in all its villages, my bad. For Heshbon was the city of King Shihon of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab and captured all his land as far as the Arnon. Therefore, the Mhm. therefore the ballad singers say, come to Heshbon, let it be built. Let the city of Shihon be established. For fire came out from Heshbon, flame from the city of Shihon, and it devoured Ar of Moab, and swallowed up the heights of Arnon. Woe to you, O Moab! You are undone, O people of Chemosh. He has made his sons fugitives and his daughters captives to an Amorite king Shihon. So their posterity perished from Heshbon to Dibon, and we laid waste until fire spread to Medeba. Thus Israel settled in the land of the Amorites. Moses sent to spy out Jazer, and they captured its villages and dispossessed the Amorites who were there. Then they turned and went up the road to Bashan, and King Og of Bashan came out against them, he and all his people, to battle at Edrei. But the Lord, okay, now God is going to talk. But the Lord said to Moses, do not be afraid of him, for I have given him into your hand with all his people and all his land. You shall do to him as you did to King Shihon of the Amorites, who ruled in Heshbon. So they killed him, his sons, and all his people, until there was no survivor left, and they took possession of his land. Highlighting chapter 22. Oh man, Bala. Oh goodness, here we go. The Israelites set out and camped in the plains of Moab across the Jordan from Jericho. Now Balak, son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites, Moab, and sorry. So let me read this one more time. 22 verse 1. The Israelites set out and camped in the plains of Moab across the Jordan from Jericho. Now Balak, son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. Moab was in great dread of the people because they were so numerous. Moab was overcome with fear of the people of Israel. And Moab said to the elders of Midian, "This horde will now lick up all that is around us, as an ox licks up the grass of the field." Now Balak, son of Zippor, okay, was king of Moab at that time. He sent messengers to Balaam, son of Beor, at Pethor, which is on the Euphrates, in the land of Amal. That's the first time I think I saw that. To summon him, saying, "A people has come out of Egypt. They have spread over the face of the earth, and they have settled next to me. Come now, curse this people for me, since they are stronger than I. Perhaps I shall be able to defeat them and drive them from the land. For I know that whomever you bless is blessed, and whomever you curse is cursed." So the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the fees for divination in their hand. And they came to Balaam and gave him Balak's message. He said to him, "Stay here tonight, and I will bring back word to you, just as the Lord speaks to me." So the officials of Moab stayed with Balaam. God came to Balaam and said, okay, so verse 10. Verse 10. Okay, got it. Balaam said to God, oh, I thought God was saying something to him. My bad. Oh, 9. I skipped a verse. I must have skipped. Yeah, my bad. 9. God came to Balaam and said, "Who are these men with you?" And then Balaam said to God, "King Balak, son of Moab," did I say it right? "King Balak, son of Zippor of Moab, has sent me this message. A people has come out of Egypt and has spread over the face of the earth. Now come, curse them for me. Perhaps I shall be able to fight against them and drive them out." God said to Balaam, "You shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, for they are blessed." So Balaam rose. Okay, so 12. Okay, 13. So Balaam rose in the morning and said to the officials of Balak, "Go to your own land, for the Lord has refused to let me go with you." So the officials of Moab rose and went back to Balak and said, "Balaam refuses to come with us." Once again, Balak sent officials more numerous and more distinguished than these. They came to Balaam and said to him, "Thus says Balak, son of Zippor, do not let anything hinder you from coming to me, for I will surely do you great honor, and whatever you say to me I will do. Come, curse this people for me." But Balaam replied to the servants of Balak, "Although Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not go beyond the command of the Lord my God." Okay, so that is verse 18. The Lord my God to do less or more. And I would like to see this word. That's what I thought. Okay. To do less or more. 19. You remain here as the others did, so that I may learn what more the Lord may say to me. That night God came to Balaam and said to him, "If the men have come to summon you, get up and go with them, but do only what I tell you to do." Okay, so 20. Highlighting. Okay, 21. So Balaam got up in the morning, saddled his donkey, and went with the officials of Moab. God's anger was kindled because he was going, and the angel of the Lord took his stand in the road as his adversary. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. That is interesting right there. 20 says, that night God came to Balaam and said to him, if the men have come to summon you, get up and go with them. So he was going, and then it says God's anger was was kindled because he was going, and the angel of the Lord took his stand in the road as his adversary. Yeah, this one's crazy right here. It's like two different ways it can go or can be thought about maybe, but either way it's crazy because God told him to go. And then the thought can be, unless that wasn't God, but that's weird. That's weird. Then it says, now he was riding on the donkey, and his two servants were with him. The donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword in his hand. So the donkey turned off the road and went into the field. And Balaam struck the donkey to turn back onto the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path between the vineyards, with a wall on either side. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it scraped against the wall and scraped Balaam's foot against the wall. So he struck it again. Then the angel of the Lord went ahead and stood in a narrow place where there was no way to turn either to the right or to the left. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it lay down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled, and he struck the donkey with his staff. Hmm, harshness. Then the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey, and it said to Balaam, what have I done to you, that you have struck me these 3 times? Balaam said to the donkey, because you have made a fool of me. I wish I had a sword in my hand. I would kill you right now. But the donkey said to Balaam, am I not your donkey, which have which you have ridden all your life to this day? Have I been in the habit of treating you this way? And he said, no. Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with his drawn sword in his hand, and he bowed down, falling on his face. Did I say that right? Bowed down, falling on his face. The angel of the Lord said to him, why have you struck your donkey these 3 times? I have come out as an adversary because your way is perverse before me. Ooh. The donkey saw me and turned away from me these 3 times. If it had not turned away from me, surely just now I would have killed you and let it live. Then Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I did not know that you were standing in the road to oppose me. Now therefore, if it is displeasing to you, I will return home. Should have never left. Should have never left. The angel of the Lord said to Balaam, go with the man, but speak only what I tell you to speak. So Balaam went on with the officials of Balak. When Balak heard that Balaam had come, he went out to meet him at Moab, on the boundary formed by the Arnon. I definitely got to note that. Oh man. Oh man. Dang it. Yeah, I gotta read that again real quick. Um, I forgot to highlight stuff. So last time I highlighted was verse 20, 20, 20, 20. Oh yeah. Say get up and go with them, but do only what I tell you to do. Hmm. Okay, I need green. Green. We wet. That one right there. 32. Yeah. Why have you stroked the donkey these 3 times? I have come out as an adversary. But even though the angel of the Lord said that, it said it as if it was God. Interesting. The donkey saw me and turned away from me these 3 times. If it had not turned away from me, surely just now I would have killed you and let it live. Mm, interesting. Interesting. Dangerous business. Okay, so now I can keep going. Um, 36. Okay, when Balak heard that, okay, yeah, I remember this. When Balak heard that Balaam had come, he went out to meet him at Ar, Moab, on the boundary formed by the Arnon at the farthest point of the boundary. Balak said to Balaam, did I not sin to summon you? Why did you not come to me? Am I not able to honor you? Balaam said to Balak, I have come to you now, but do I have power to say just anything? the word of, I'm sorry, the word God puts in my mouth, that is what I must say. Then Balaam went with Balak, and they came to Kiriath Huzoth. Balak sacrificed oxen and sheep and sent them to Balaam and to the officials who were with him. On the next day, Balak took Balaam and brought him up to Baal, and from there he could see part of the people of Israel. Then Balaam said to Balak, build me 7 altars here, and prepare 7 bulls and 7 rams for me. Balak did as Balaam had said. Balak did as Balaam had said. Wait a minute. Oh, so Balaam told him that. Build me 7 altars here and prepare 7 bulls and 7 rams for me. Balak did as Balaam had said, and Balak and Balaam offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Then Balaam said to Balak, stay here beside your burnt offerings while I go aside. Perhaps the Lord will come to meet me. Whatever he shows me, I will tell you. And he went to a bare height. Then God met Balaam. Okay. 4. Oh, I thought God was from the top. I guess I should have read a little bit more. Then God met Balaam, and Balaam said, I have arranged 7 altars and have offered a bull and a ram on each altar. The Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth and said, return. Okay, now I need to highlight that. Okay. Return to Balak, and this is what you must say. So he returned to Balak, who was standing beside his burnt offerings with all the officials of Moab. Then Balaam uttered his oracle, saying, Balak has brought me from Aram, the king of Moab, from the eastern mountains. Come curse Jacob for me. Come denounce Israel. How can I curse whom God has not cursed? How can I denounce those whom the Lord has not denounced? For from the top of the crags I see him. From the hills I behold him. Here is a people living alone, and not reckoning itself among the nations. Who can count the dust of Jacob, or number the dust of or number the dust cloud of Israel? Let me die the death of the upright, and let my end be like his. Then Balak said to Balaam, what have you done to me? I brought you to curse my enemies. But now you have done nothing but bless them. He answered, must I not take care to say what the Lord puts in my mouth? So Balak said to him, wait a minute, I gotta highlight that. So the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth and said, return to Balak, and this is what you must say. So he returned to Balak, who was standing beside his burnt offerings. Then Balaam uttered his oracle. Okay, so right there in 7. 7. What is that C? Is it a C next to? Oh, it's an E on here. What is that? Then he uttered his oracle. Okay. All right. I'm on 11. Okay. Then Balak said to Balaam, "What have you done to me?" Oh, no, I was on 13 actually. 13. So Balak said to him, "Come with me to another place from which you may see them. You shall see only part of them, and shall not see them all. Then curse them for me from there." So he took him to the field of Zophim, to the top of Pisgah. He built 7 altars, and offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Balaam said to Balak, "Stand here beside your burnt offerings while I meet the Lord over there." The Lord met Balaam, put a word into his mouth, and said, "Return to Balak." 16, okay. 16, right here. The Lord met Balaam, put a word in his mouth, and said, "Return to Balak, and this is what you shall say." All right, 17. When he came to him, he was standing beside his burnt offerings with the officials of Moab, and said to him, "What has the Lord said?" Then Balaam ordered his oracle, saying, so 18, gotcha. "Rise, Balak, and hear. Listen to me, O son of Zippor. God is not a human being that he should lie, or a mortal that he should change his mind. Has he promised, and will he not do it? Has he spoken, and will he not fulfill it? See, I received a command to bless. He has blessed, and I cannot revoke it. He has not beheld misfortune in Jacob, nor has he seen trouble in Israel. The Lord their God is with them, acclaimed as a king among them. God who brings them out of Egypt is like the horns of the wild ox for them. Truly, there is no enchantment against Jacob, no divination against Israel. Now it shall be said of Jacob and Israel, see what God has done. Look, a people rising up like a lioness and rousing itself like a lion. It does not lie down until it has eaten the prey and drunk the blood of the slain. Then Balak said to Balaam, I already know what's coming, so that's funny. Um, I gotta highlight this. That's funny. Oh man, I like it though. It's kind of like God is playing with this dude, but I could be wrong. But it's making me laugh because he's gonna get mad. 25. So then Balak said to Balaam, "Do not curse them at all, and do not bless them at all." But Balaam answered Balak, "Did I not tell you, whatever the Lord says, that is what I must do?" So Balak said to Balaam, "Come now, I will take you to another place. Perhaps it will please God that you may curse them for me from there." So Balak took Balaam to the top of Peor, which overlooks the wasteland. Balaam said to Balak, "Build me 7 altars here, and prepare 7 bulls and 7 rams for me." So Balak did as Balaam had said, and offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Now Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel. So he did not go, as at other times, to look for omens, but set his face toward the wilderness Balaam looked up and saw Israel camping tribe by tribe. Then the Spirit of God came on him, and he uttered his oracle, saying, okay, so I gotta get that. That's verse 3. I want to get 2 though, but definitely 3. Where was 3 at? Okay, hold on. The oracle, okay, and uttered his oracle, saying, so I'll start there. Boom. Okay, so the Spirit of God came on him, and he uttered his oracle, saying, the oracle of Balaam, son of Beor, the oracle, wait a minute, the oracle of Balaam, son of Beor, okay, the oracle of the man whose eyes clear. The oracle of one who hears the words of God, who sees the vision of the Almighty, who falls down but with eyes uncovered. How far are your tents, O Jacob, your encampments, O Israel, like palm groves that stretch far away, like gardens beside a river, like aloes that the Lord has planted, like cedar trees beside the waters. Water shall flow from his buckets, and his seed shall have abundant water. His king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God who brings him out of Egypt is like the horns of a wild ox for him. He shall devour the nations that are his enemies and break their bones. He shall strike with his arrows. He crouched. Did I say that right? Crouched? I think so. He crouched. He lay down like a lion. And like a lioness, who will rouse him up? Blessed is everyone who blesses you, and curses everyone who curses you. Then Balak's anger was kindled against Balaam. He's an idiot. Balak is an idiot. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Let me highlight that. When did it start? What verse did it end? In okay, 10. So right there. Okay, 3. Mm-hmm. What was that phrase? Let the retards go. Let the retards go. Balaam. So he was sure acting like a retard, boy. I tell you, gotta let the retards go. Okay, so 10. Then Balak's anger was kindled against Balaam, and he struck his hands together. Balak's. That's funny to imagine. Balak, Balak said to Balaam, I summoned you to curse my enemies, but instead you have blessed them these 3 times. Now be off with you. Go home. I said I will reward you richly, but the Lord has denied you any reward. And Balaam said to Balak, did I not tell your messengers whom you sent to me, if Balak should give me his house full of silver and gold, I will not be able to go beyond the word of the Lord, to do either good or bad of my own will. What the Lord says, that is what I say. So now I am going to my people. Let me advise you what this people will do to your people in days to come. So he uttered his oracle, saying, the oracle of Balaam, son of Beor, the oracle of the man who. Didn't I just read that? That's almost exactly like the other one, starting out anyway. The oracle of the man whose eye is clear, the oracle of one who hears the word of God and knows the knowledge of the Most High, who sees the vision of the Almighty, who falls down. But with, dang, this is really, really close. Wait, is this not the exact same thing? Okay, I see it changing a little bit, I think. Okay, never mind. It just starts off the same. Okay. or a little close anyway, who sees the vision of the Almighty, who falls down, but with his eyes uncovered. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star shall come out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel. It shall crush the borderlands of Moab and the territory of all the Shethites. Edom will become a possession, Seir a possession of its enemies, while Israel does valiantly. One out of Jacob shall rule and destroy the survivors of I guess however you would say that. Then he looked on Amalek and uttered his oracle, saying, first among the nations was Amalek, but its end is to perish forever. Wow. I did not know that it said that right here. Okay, that's new to me. Because that's coming, I believe, in Samuel. Okay, let me drink some water real quick. I did not know he said that. Out of all people, he said that. Mm. Okay, let me see. First, I'm going to just start over at 20. Then he looked on Amalek and uttered his oracle, saying, first among the nations was Amalek, but his end is to perish forever. Then he looked on the Kenite and uttered his oracle, saying, enduring is your dwelling place, and your nest is set in the rock. Yet Cain is destined for burning. How long shall Ashur take you away captive? Again he uttered his oracle, saying, alas, who shall live when God does this? Okay, hold on. Alas, who shall live when God does this? But ships shall come from Kittim and shall afflict Ashur and Eber, and he shall also perish forever. Then Balaam got up and went back to his place, and Balak also went his way. So all of that, I gotta take note of, cause my purple. Hey, give me this. Dang on. Should I use purple? Let me see. Oh, blue. Perfect. Perfect. I'm such a nerd. Okay, we're gonna highlight this in blue. I'm gonna tell you why. So this how it's gonna be, right? This how it's gonna be, right? So far, I got my 4 colors that I'm using. I got the purple for anything that I just find is so important I cannot leave unhighlighted for my own personal sake. And then I got the orange, which y'all probably already know. It's to highlight everything that God say. And then I got the green, which y'all might not know. It's to highlight anything an angel say. And then I got the blue that I'm gonna use because this isn't specifically saying that God said this through him, but it may have been a prophecy that God will bring to pass in the future. And I think some of it did come to pass based on my understanding already. So I want to highlight that blue. And then later on, I'll see if everything he said comes to pass, God's willing, God willing. And then I'll net more on that topic. You know what I mean? Now, when did he start talking anyway? He stopped at 24. When did he start? 12? Did I not tell? So now I am going to. So he uttered his oracle, 15. So now I'm going to my people. Let me advise you what this people will do to your people. I'm gonna start. It starts in 14. So I gotta highlight all that in the blue. You know what I'm saying? In the blue. I be tripping. You know what I'm saying? In the blue. In the blue. Do I be having too much fun reading this? Is that what it is? Alright. So we're on 25. It's already finna be over. Dang. Oh well. Alright. Chapter 25. Worship of all. Here we go. While Israel was staying at Shittim, the people began to have sexual relations with the women of Moab. I could have did better than that. Okay, that was a little bit better. Okay, then it says these invited the people. Oh man, here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So it says these invited the people to the sacrifices of their gods, and the people ate and bowed down to their gods. Thus Israel yoked itself to the Baal of Peor, and the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel. The Lord, okay, God is going to talk in verse 4 in the building. Sorry about that. I just had to say it. Take all the chiefs of the people and impale them. Wow. In the sun, sorry, before the Lord. In order, right, that's it. In order that the fierce anger of the Lord may turn away from Israel. Mm-hmm. Idolatry. Dang. And Moses said to the judges of Israel, oh, they were considered judges? Well, all right. So what verse is that? 5? Yeah, to the judges of Israel. What word is that, by the way? Shah. Is that Shabbat? Is it Shabbat? How do they claim it's pronounced? Sapatu? In Assyrian? I guess I'm close to the pronunciation. I'm gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? Numbers. I ain't mean to do that. What was the other one you was talking about? I don't know. Just go to blue. Just go to blue. What verse was that? Numbers 25. 5, maybe. Judges, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was. I was right. What just happened? What? Oh, I clicked the word, not this. It occurs 119 times. It's judge. Okay. To rule, govern, judge, decide, controversy, to execute judgment, vindicating, discriminating, condemning, and punishing. Oh. hmm Okay. And Moses said to the judges of Israel, each of you shall kill any of your people who have yoked themselves to Baal Peor. I mean, to the Baal of Peor. So wait a minute. I thought he said, okay, the Lord said to Moses, take all the chiefs of the people and impale them in the sun before the Lord. Oh, I thought the chiefs was going to die. But according to this, the people was going to die by the chiefs. Oh, well, that's good. The judges wasn't corrupt. Thank God. So each of you shall kill any of your people who have yoked themselves to the ball. Yoke must be joined. What does that mean? Let me see if I can say this. Tismod. Tismod. No, that's not the tis, is it? I don't know. I think they're trying to say that they're silent. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna find out right now. What is that? 6775? Mm-hmm. 06775. To me, it's Tismod. They say it's Samad, so they're not even gonna say the T. That's how they're gonna do. In the pronunciation, it says Tisal Mod. It's the freak I said, basically. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. And what does it mean? Join. That's what I thought. Oh, you know what I'm saying. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. Oh, it said serve. Wait a minute now. Go back. It said serve too. Serve. Yoke, couple, two together. It can mean two as well. Team, pair. Did not know that. Interesting. Okay, let me go back. So it says right there. 5. Kill any of your people who have yoked themselves to the ball of Peor. You know what I'm saying. Man, this answers my questions. My question. You know what I'm saying? Because I had this question a long time ago, a few months ago, about why did God say in Hosea, God said, don't go to Baal. I think he said Baal Peor. Oh, no, that ain't what it said. Hosea 9:10. When I found Israel, it was like finding grapes in the desert. When I saw your ancestors, it was like seeing the early fruit on the fig tree. But when they came to Baal Peor, they consecrated themselves to that shameful idol and became as vile as the thing they loved. Oh, that's what it says. Now I understand. Well, darn. Mystery solved. Okay, that is Hosea 9:10. And the one I was looking at was verse 5, I think. Does it give me any cross references in here about that? And my little Bible, my book, you know what I mean? I just want to see how good their cross references is for the specific part. Now I don't see Hosea 9:10, so I'm gonna have to add it myself. That's important. All right. And Moses said to the judges of Israel, each of you shall kill any of your people who have yoked themselves to the Baal of Peor. Hosea 9:10. Gotcha. You know what I mean? I got Hosea, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta write this cross reference in there. That's Numbers 25. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Hosea chapter 9, yeah, verse 10. I mean, what is 10? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I be tripping. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna have to put the cross reference in there, you know what I mean? Which is Numbers 25, verse 5. Boy, in the building. Ding, 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 ding. I gotta read Numbers. I gotta read Hosea real quick. Chapter. Oh, dang it. I didn't say anything. I was just there. Like I said, Ezekiel, Daniel, Nahum. My bookmark at? I know I got one there. There it is right now. That's what I should have did. I should have bookmarked it. Tripping. Is that Uriah, Malachi, Malacherzer, Mala in the building, Amos in the building, Hosea in the building. Okay, 9. So that part about bomb people. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna start right there. But they came to Baal Peor. Okay, that's all to say for that part. Okay, cool. Just wanted to see if it named off any other cities. It was warning them, don't go here, don't go there. Crazy. Okay. Dang. I had to check it out. 6. So yeah, I gotta get that as a note too. Got to. Where should I start? Should I start at 25, 1 through 5? Hmm. How can I summarize it? Dang. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna read the chapter first. God willing, 26. Just then one of the Israelites came and brought a Midianite woman into his family in the sight of Moses and in the sight of the whole congregation of the Israelites, while they were weeping at the entrance of the tent of meeting. When Phinehas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest saw it, he got up and left the congregation, taking a spear in his hand. He went after the Israelite man into the tent and pierced the two of them, the Israelite and the woman, through the belly. So the plague was stopped. A plague? So the plague was stopped among the people of Israel. I didn't know it was a plague until that. Okay. Okay. This is another plague. There's too much going on. Too much going on. Uh, what verse was that? That was verse 8. Nevertheless, those that died by the plague were 24,000. I didn't even know it was a plague until that. Sheesh. Okay. I got enough that. I can't hold off. Like this is crazy. Mm, 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 mm. 24,000 died. Man, them numbers getting higher and higher. Boy, dude. Who did they start hooking up with again? I forgot. The people began to have sexual relations with the women of Moab. Oh, that was Moab. I'm gonna just say and got into idolatry. That's what I'm gonna say to shorten that up. I think I can stop right there. Let me see what 5 say. Ooh, 5 is dangerous. I gotta get that one. So, so that's the plague. They don't describe it as the plague, but in 5, that's the plague. Oh man, I did not know that. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. This is sad. I don't even know how to write the rest of this. It was crazy. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna write. That's crazy. Wow. Crazy. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Phinehas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, has turned back my wrath from the Israelites by manifesting such zeal among them. Among them on my behalf, that in my jealousy I did not consume the Israelites. Therefore say, I hereby grant him my covenant of peace. It shall be for him and for his descendants after him a covenant of perpetual priesthood, because he was zealous for his God and made atonement for the Israelites. The name of the slain Israelite man who was killed with the Midianite woman was Zimri, son of Zalu, head of an ancestral house belonging to the Simeonites. The name of the Midianite woman who was killed was Cosbi, daughter of Zer, who was the head of a clan and ancestral house in Midian. So God starts talking in 10, stops in 13. Oh, that's not the right book. I know it's time for me to get ready to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think I'm on 15 or 16. Yeah, 16. The Lord said to Moses, harass the Midianites and defeat them, for they have harassed you by the trickery with which they deceived you in the affair of Peor, and in the affair of Cosbi, the daughter of a leader of Midian, their sister. She was killed on the day of the plague that resulted from Peor. Okay, that's it. Mm, 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 mm. It's dangerous. It's dangerous stuff. So, a census, another census. I want to read it, but I guess so. I feel like I should read it, so I'm gonna read this one too. What does 27 start? What does it say? That this verse is long. I mean, chapter. Okay. It's a bonus chapter right here. Mm, 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 mm. Right. Mm. Man. After the plague, the Lord said to, oh, God is talking already. After the plague, the Lord said to Moses and to Eleazar, son of Aaron, the priest, take a census of the whole congregation of the Israelites from 20 years old and upward by their ancestral houses, everyone in Israel able to go to war. Moses and Eleazar the priest spoke with them in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho, saying, take a census of the people from 20 years old and upward as the Lord commanded Moses. Okay, so I need to get all of 1 and 2. So another census. Okay. The Israelites who came out of the land of Egypt were Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, the descendants of Reuben of Hanok, the clan of the Hanakites of Palu. I said that right? No, that's not Palu. That's Palu. The clan of the Paulunites. Pauluites. I put an N in there. Of Hezron, the clan of the Hezronites. Of Carmi, the clan of the Carmites. These are the clans of the Reubenites. The number of those enrolled was 43,730. And the descendants of the Palu, Eliab, the descendants of Eliab, Nemuel, Dathan, and Abiram. These are the same Dathan and Abiram, chosen from the congregation who rebelled against Moses and Aaron in the company of Korah when they rebelled against the Lord, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up, along with Korah when that company died. When the fire devoured the 250 men, and they became a warning. Notwithstanding, the sons of Korah did not die. Hmm. Okay. The descendants of Palu, Eliab, the descendants of Eliab, Nemuel, Dathan. So let me just make sure I got this right. So verse 5, Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, the descendants of Reuben, of Hanok, the clan of the Hanakites, of Palu, the clan of the, so this sounds like it comes from Reuben's line. And then it says in 9, the descendants of Eliab, Nemuel, Dathan, and Abiram. These are the same Dathan and Abiram, chosen from the congregation who rebelled against Moses and Aaron in the company of Korah when they rebelled against the Lord, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up, along with Korah. When the company died, when the fire devoured the 250 men, and they became a warning, notwithstanding, the sons of Korah did not die. I didn't know that. Interesting information. The descendants of Simeon, by their clans of Nemuel, the clan of the Nemuelites of Jamin, the clan of the Jaminites of Jachin, the clan of the Jachinites of Zerah, the clan of the Zarahites of Shaul, the clan of the Shaulites. These are the clans of the Simeonites. 20. What did it say at the end of? Okay. 22,200. The children of Gad by their clans of Zephon, the clan of the Zephonites of Haggai, the clan of the Haggites of Shunai, the clan of the Shunites of Osni, the clan of the Osnites of Eri, the clan of the Erites of Arad, the clan of the Aradites of Arilai, the clan of the Arilites. These are the clans of the Gadites. The number of those enrolled was 40,500. The sons of Judah, and Onan. And Onan died in the land of Canaan. These descendants of Judah by their clans were Shelah, the clan of the Shelonites, of Perez, the clan of the Perizzites, of Zerah, the clan of the Zerahites. The descendants of Perez were of Hezron, the clan of the Hezronites, of Hamul, the clan of the Hamulites. These are the clans of Judah. The number of those enrolled was 76,500. The descendants of Issachar by their clans of Tola, the clan of the Tolites, of Puvah, the clan of the Punites, of Jashub, the clan of the Jashubites, of Shimron, the clan of the Shimronites. These are the clans of Issachar, 64,300 enrolled. The descendants of Zebulun by their clans of Zered, the clan of the Zeredites, of Elon, the clan of the Elonites, of Jaleel, the clan of the Jalenites, the Jalielites. There we go, I'll say it that way. These are the clans of the Zebulunites. The number of those enrolled was 60,500. Sons of Joseph by their clans, Manasseh and Ephraim. The descendants of Manasseh of Machir, the clan of the Machirites. And Machir was the father of Galid, the clan of the Galidites. These are the descendants of Galid, of Jezer, or I ain't even gonna try to say that with that I. I'm gonna just say Jezer. Maybe it's Aizer. Oh, I can say it that way. Aizer, the clan of the Aizerites, of Helek, the clan of the Helekites, and of Azrael, the clan of the Azraelites, and of Shechem, the clan of the Shechemites, and of Shemada, the clan of the Shemadites. If I said that right, Shemadaites. There we go. And of Hefer, the clan of the Heferites. Now Zelophehad, son of Hefer, had no sons, but daughters. And the names of the daughters of Zelophehad were Mahlah, Noah, Haglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. These are the clans of Manasseh. The number of those enrolled was 52,700. These are the descendants of Ephraim according to their clans of Shuthelah, the clan of the Shuthelites, the Shuthelahites, there we go. Of Becher, the clan of the Becherites, of Tahan, the clan of the Tahanites, and these are the descendants of Shuthelah. Of Iran, the clan of the Iranites. These are the clans of the Ephraimites. The number of those enrolled was 32,500. These are the descendants of Joseph by their clans. The descendants of Benjamin by their clans of Bela, the clan of the the Belaites. I'm probably not saying that right. Oh, Belaites. I made that so difficult. Of Ashbel, the clan of Ashbelites. Of Hiram, the clan of the Hiramites. Of Shephupham, the clan of the. Did I say that right? They spell it different the second time. The wow, they changed this name. It was the Shu fam, and then the second line says the Shu famites. Wow. All right. Of Hufam, the clan of the Hufamites, they left that the same. The sons of Bela were Ard and Naaman. Of Ard, the clan of the Ardites. Of Naaman, the clan of the Naamites. These are the descendants of Benjamin by their clans. The number of those enrolled was 45,600. These are their descendants of, these are the descendants of Dan by their clans. Of Shuham, the clan of the Shuhamites. These are the clans of Dan by their clans. All the clans of Shuhamites were 64,400 enrolled. The descendants of Asher by their families of Amnah, the clan of the Amnites, of Ishvi, the clan of the Ishvites, of Beriah, the clan of the Berites, of the descendants of of the descendants of Beriah, of Heber, the clan of the Heberites, of Malchiel, the clan of the Malchielites, and the name of the daughter of Asher was Serah. These are the clans of the Asherites. The number of those enrolled was 43,400. The descendants of Naphtali by their clans of Jaziel, the clan of Jazielites, of Gunai, the clan of the Gunites, of Jazer, the clan of the Jezerites, of Shillim, the clan of the Shelamites. These are the Naphtalites by their clans. The number of those enrolled was 45,400. This was the number of the Israelites enrolled, 601,730. The Lord spoke to Moses. Okay. Saying, to these the land shall be apportioned for inheritance according to the number of names. To a large tribe you shall give a large inheritance, and to a small tribe you shall give a small inheritance. Every tribe shall be given its inheritance according to its enrollment. But the land shall be appointed by lot, according to the names of their ancestral tribes, they shall inherit. Their inheritance shall be appointed according to lot between the larger and the smaller. That makes sense. 57. This is the enrollment of the Levites by their clans of Gershon, of the clan of the Gershonites, of Kohath, the clan of the Kohathites, of Merari, the clan of the Merarites. These are the clans of Levi, the clan of the Lebnites, the clan of the Hebronites, the clan of the Malites, the clan of the Mushites, the clan of the Korahites. Now Kohath was the father of Amram, The name of Amram's wife was Jochebed. Moses' mom, right? Daughter of Levi, who was born to Levi in Egypt. And she bore Amram, Aaron, Moses, and their sister Miriam. To Aaron were born Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. But Nadab and Abihu died when they offered unholy fire before the Lord. The number of those enrolled was 23,000, every male 1 month old and upward, for they were not enrolled among the Israelites because because there was no allotment given to them among the Israelites. These were those enrolled by Moses and Eleazar, the priest who enrolled the Israelites in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho. Among these, there was not one of those enrolled by Moses and Aaron, the priest, who had enrolled the Israelites in the wilderness of Sinai. For the Lord had said of them, they shall die in the wilderness. Not one of them was left, except Caleb son of Jephunneh and Joshua son of Nun. All right. I was wondering about that. So they had already died. Glad that part of reading is over with. Man, that was some tough stuff. I'm getting there. I'm breaking it down with my sleepy self. All right, I'm gonna wrap up this video and go finish cutting my hair. God willing. So I can go to work. You know what I mean? So I can go to work tomorrow. Do I need to take any more notes? I probably should. What else should I note that I did? No, I don't want that. I was thinking, what's the bloodline, census? Dang, so it started way, and I don't need nothing else. I'm good. So, the first part was it. Okay, well, I'm good. I ain't gonna mess with nothing else. Okay, maybe, I'm just tired. Leaving that alone. Leaving that alone. Right there. That's where I'm gonna stop. Right there. Okay, I'm gone. Peace be to the sun.